Okay, hi, this is Elliot Fishman, and boy, that was a little bit difficult. We tried something new, which didn't work well, but I'm here now, and we're live, and I hope everyone's doing well. It's August. I'm getting over a cold, not COVID, but just a typical summer cold. So, hope I don't cough too much during this talk. Anyway, the title of what we put down was The End of the Printed Journal. Now, that may sound dramatic, but really, it's nothing that dramatic, and it's nothing all that surprising. A couple of weeks ago, I got a notice in the mail that the radiology, which is from the RSNA, its last issue will be in January 2023, its last printed issue, which is the 100th year anniversary. And that radiographics, the last issue will be in December 2022. Now, most of us now remember the days when newspapers came to your house. When was the last time you read a newspaper? Magazines, everything is online, and the problem is, it's not a surprise. News happens so quickly. When you get the magazine, what you're reading about is last week's news, and you're looking at it and saying, boy, this is history. The world, which would change on a week or monthly basis, is changing every minute of every day. When I look at journals, all of you who sign up for journals will get, like today I got a thing from AJR. It said what articles they accepted, and they had the preprints. The printed version of that journal will come out in 6 months. I already read the article. By the time the article comes out, it's history. You've already read it. So you're no longer reading the journals you're getting in the mail, because those articles were out 6 months ago, which is terrific. Because if I write an article, in the old days, I might write an article, take months to get accepted, then take a year to get published. By the time it was published, it was a year and a half old. It was old news. Today, I get an article accepted. Turnaround time is typically faster, though COVID has made some problems. And I'll see it in press in a couple of weeks, so people can quote it, I can quote it. You're at the cutting edge. You know where you are. Some journals did a very good job. Some didn't do a very good job in moving over in this transition. But the journals that were slow took a beating because the authors weren't happy, because they may have written an article and be the first one to write it, yet according to PubMed, someone else published the first article on the subject because the journal that published it was much more efficient of getting things online. Now, the truth is, for the journals which are looking to save money, I'm sure radiology, the amount of money it costs to print and to ship, is very expensive. Also for the environment, less trees are knocked down, less paper waste is created. Most of us would tear the articles out, throw the rest away. Now, truthfully, even I am throwing away those articles, those 1,400 articles I wrote where I have the reprints. Stephanie, who's my admin, went to the drawer. I told her, I can't see this. I can't watch you do it. I told her, throw it away. These were articles from many friends, articles beginning in 1981. Threw them all away. And I've done that at home also, because if I want to see an article, now I did save a few of them, let me be honest. Some of the 3D stuff with Pixar, some of the really important articles I wrote, I kept a few. But 99% of the stuff is going in the trash, because it's yesterday's way of doing things. It's interesting, there's an article published in 1993. It was an AJR, Electronic Publishing and Distribution, publication and distribution by Fishman, Derek Nye, who's the smartest computer guy I've ever known, and Bill Brody, who was our chair at the time, eventually president of Hopkins and then head of the Salk Institute. And we said that publishing was going to be done. We said 2000. We were off by 22 years. What we said was, to save money, things would come by CD-ROM in the mail or by disc. So we were ahead. We did mention, I have to laugh, that we said that perhaps with the eventual availability of high-speed computer networks, journal distribution may become entirely electronic. Current plans for high-speed optical fiber networks would allow users to transparently access information from anywhere in the country. Such a network would make the location of data storage irrelevant. Boy, we were right. If we only invested in those companies, we'd be like Bill Gates. We'd be billionaires, trillionaires. Who knows what we could have done if we only followed our own rules. But that was 1993, which is almost 30 years ago. So it took a while to get to where we are, but I think it'll be great. I think there's so much you couldn't print in the journal. If you're online, you don't worry about the number of pictures. You can have more supplements. You can have videos. You can have all sorts of data. You can provide, much more information than you ever could provide before. It becomes very, very important how we train, how we teach, how we read. The ability to link things together will be incredibly important. I think also the fact that the journals are online, yes, you're still going to need subscriptions, and yes, it's not going to be for free, but potentially the cost will not go down, but will not keep going up. I think many journals are having problems publishing because they lost a lot of people with COVID, and the journals are late. There's been supply chain issues with paper, shipping, you name it. So it's never been a better time to go remote. And that's what's happening. So Dave Blumke, I'm sure Dave had some impact on the decision. Dave's the editor of Radiology, but I'm sure the Radiology Board knew how they behaved, how they are working, and where the future is, and took that bold step. I'll predict that within a year or two, every other journal is going to follow, because every journal, whether it's emergency radiology, abdominal radiology, JCAT, AJR, I'm getting all of my articles early. I'm looking at my email. I see everything all the time. Okay? This is going to be very beneficial for everybody. I think the ability for information, the speed of disbursement of information becomes very, very important. So I think all of us are going to celebrate the end of the printed journal. I think it's something that should have happened probably a couple years ago, but now is the perfect time. And we congratulate Radiology for doing it. Again, they learned what every magazine, every newspaper learned several years ago. The news needs to be timely. It needs to be there as soon as possible, and it needs to reach the largest audience possible. And electronic versions of the journal will do that. So it's very exciting. It's very exciting. I can't say more than again, congrats, and let's get it done. And with that, with my voice, I made it through the talk. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys.